Good to have you back with us. Let's put the spotlight on JBM Auto, talk a little bit about the opportunities from the PM-eBus Sewa plan as well as the government's big EV push. Nishant Arya is the VC&MD at JBM Auto, now joining us live. Good to have you on board. I'd like to start off by understanding what kind of an opportunity you really see for your business from the PM-eBus Sewa. It's a large scheme. It's spread across a long time period. So how will the company really participate?
No, I think company is quite focused, and I think it's an excellent program which has been rolled out for tier 2, tier 3 cities, which are more than 300,000 people. And it was really required, and it's had come at the right time when the payment security mechanism is also being addressed through this particular policy. And we'll be gunning to really participate and be a front runner for executing this scheme across the country in different cities.
All right. And you've recently as well expanded your facility. So what is your full capacity stand at? What is the outlook on capacity utilization?
So we are at about 20,000 buses, which we can do per annum. And that's the largest capacity in the country today. And clearly, we are very focused on this. And with our current order book of more than 5,000 electric buses, which we'll be delivering in the next 12 months, we do have ample capacity, as the plant has just become up and running in the last few months. So clearly we are gunning for new business and looking forward to execute such projects.
Nishant, my team tells me that you are joining us all the way from South Africa. Is that correct? And how coincidental, PM Modi as well is going to be in South Africa in Joburg for the BRICS Summit.
Yeah, I'm joining from South Africa. Actually, we represented India yesterday at the Global BRICS annual meeting and the board meeting. So, and today we'll be joining the Honorable Prime Minister for the closure of the event for this year, which is being led by South Africa.
That's so great. I mean, tell us what's the enthusiasm about India, considering you're, you have a first-hand account.
No, I think it's fantastic, and really it's very heartening to see the kind of positioning India has had in the last decade, where South Africa and many other countries are looking forward to the leadership India has had, whether we look at the digital economy or we look at the renewable energy deployments we've done, or the focus on sustainability and electric mobility or water, because many such challenges which they have are very similar to what we had in the last 10, 15, 20 years. So I think Indian companies are very well poised for really harnessing this opportunity in South Africa. And the relationship which has been forged through BRICS and historically is very strong with South Africa, and it's also considered the gateway for the whole of Africa. And clearly, I see this as an opportune time for companies to look at the African continent as the new growth engine for the future, in addition to India.
Oh, absolutely. And, from that, I also want to draw in your thoughts on whether you're also looking at expanding in that geography.
So we are already in South Africa, actually, where we are in 37 countries today. So South Africa is one of them, where we have 2 facilities here. And definitely we see that Africa in the coming times would be clearly a very good growth economy, since multiple African countries are also having free trade agreements now. And they're really realizing the potential which is available, how opportunities can be harnessed from challenges is something which is seen here on the ground all the time.
Okay, let's move right back to business then. And Nishant, talk a little bit about your overall revenue guidance, because that for FY24 has been pegged at about 6,000 crore rupees. That's almost double the FY23 number. So what is going to really be fueling this growth? And walk us through some of the interesting orders that you have lined up.
So the auto components and systems business is coming full scale for many new customers and new orders which we had bagged. Then the tooling business is enhancing its output, even though it's lower on sales, but compared to the other businesses, but very high on the margins. And similarly, in the bus business, with the 5,000 order being executed in the next 12 months, would be adding substantially to the turnover and the top line of the company. So all 3 businesses would be fueling this growth at the top line and the bottom line level.
Okay, fair enough. And what about the outlook when it comes to your market share? From about 30% market share, the e-bus space, in the e-bus space, with the incremental order book that you spoke of and the orders in the pipeline, and the scheme as well, how are you seeing your overall market share growing?
No, I think we would be gunning to really see that how we are expanding our market share in addition to 30%, which is there today, because many new orders are coming up across the country. We are working with multiple Fortune 500 companies also in the private space where they are really endorsing our product. So I think maintaining this market share and growing it further is the endeavor and the focus for us.
Okay. And in your bus manufacturing, what is your current level of localization, and are you going to increase that?
So our localization is more than 60% currently. And definitely we are looking to enhance that on a constant basis. We are one of the highest localized companies in terms of the aggregates and the electric mobility platform which we have.
All right. Thanks so much for joining in. That's the view coming in from JBM Auto, and all the very best as well for later today. So yes, they are looking at growing their overall revenue, market share as well increasing, and looking at harnessing the opportunity in South Africa where they already have a presence.